Hey guys, I've got an update finally. I've got some good news and some not so good news. The good news is that I'm going to get this loose bridge taken care of. The not so good news is that it's not as simple as I thought, and I will explain. I had my dentist appointment locally with Dr. David and Associates coming up on the 27th. And so I called them this morning and I explained the situation to the receptionist and asked if there was any way that I could get in any sooner than that. And so they fit me in at 12 o'clock earlier today. So I went in and they did x-rays. Everybody was really friendly and very professional. It was a good environment. About 5 minutes after doing the x-rays, the dentist came in and sat down to explain to me what happened. And it's not that the screw was loose, but rather the screw they believe may have broken off. Two screws may have snapped off in the abutment. And my titanium bar that I thought was indestructible is fractured in two locations. So there is no fixing this. There is no tightening anything. The whole thing has to be replaced. It's not common from what I understand, and from what the dentist explained to me today, it had to have been a faulty design that caused it to fracture the way it did. I explained to them that when I first noticed it happening, when I first noticed something was off, that I had been chewing gum. He said that that had nothing to do with it. It's nothing that I ate or anything like that. He said that basically if the screws are not all torqued to the same amount of pressure, like if anything is off, if my bite is off, if anything is off and there's too much pressure in one area, it kind of makes the whole thing unstable. And yes, your bite force is so strong that you can fracture a titanium bar under certain circumstances, and that's what happened. And I explained to him that, I've been taking it really easy with these, and he said it doesn't matter because it could have happened in my sleep. And then my husband, that I've been with for 7 years, finally informs me that I do some weird thing in my sleep where I make a clicking sound with my teeth. So I could be clenching down in my sleep, which is a good reason to get a night guard if you're going to invest money in something like this. So it could have been something I did in my sleep, but it shouldn't have happened. And so he basically told me that I just need to get back to Las Vegas to have them check it out and replace it, honestly. And that for the time being, no chewing or anything like that, because I could break off the two screws that are keeping it in, or it could affect the implants, actually. So it's not a fun situation to be in for sure, but I called Dr. Golpa's office. I spoke with the assistant, Carlos, and he immediately after I explained to him what happened, he got off the phone with me and booked my flight out there. So I will be going back to Vegas, obviously, very soon, because I can't eat anything or do anything with these right now in the state that they're in. We addressed the cleaning, need to get that done. We addressed the reline. There's going to be a wax try-in, and so I'm going to be there for 2 days, 2 days, 2 nights, and I'm really excited about that, to get back to eating again, because I haven't, since this happened, I've been really cautious eating with them, and you kind of take for granted how good it is just to eat without worrying about anything, because that's what I've been doing lately. And I had some egg drop soup today because I can't even chew anything. Cleaning them has been pretty difficult because I use a water pick, and the water pick has a very high-powered stream of water shooting in there, so that's not going to work. So I've had to keep it on a lower setting, and it's not cleaning them as good. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, what's going on here? When I go back and they remove it, it might not be the cleanest environment ever, but I would rather do that than to risk having to go to an airport like with no teeth. Like that's just not gonna happen. So anyways, yeah, I just thought about that, and that would be crazy. So yeah, that, and then it's hurting a little bit. Like my gums are a little bit inflamed from where the metal casing, because the holes where the screws go in, it's like metal and it's touching my gums. It's like making contact with my gums and it's hurting. Like kind of like it's not painful. It's really uncomfortable. And so I just want to get the new bridge and get this taken care of and just move on. Just move on. And I'm positive about it. Like, you know, I was freaked out and I was pretty upset. You know, it's normal to be upset when something totally unexpected like this pops up, you know, because there's other things going on in life. Like, it's never really good timing for something like this. But, you know, I just have to remind myself, you know, when I had dentures, I had problems too. I had problems, and I, you know, kept a positive outlook. Like I said in my last video, you know, you kind of got to bring your expectations down a little bit. Not everything is going to be perfect all the time. There's going to be problems, and as long as you keep a positive outlook on things and just work towards solutions rather than complaining and crying about it, then you're more likely to get the issues resolved quicker than if you were to feel sorry for yourself. And that's just the kind of mind frame that I have to bring myself back to when I notice that I'm starting to get a little whiny about it, because I have. I'm not going to lie. So I will keep you all updated. I doubt that I'll have another update before I go, but if I do, then I'll post it over at my blog at iweardentures.com. And then my next update should be from Vegas. So if you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section, or cal32205@gmail.com, KAL32205@gmail.com. To answer everybody's question, because a lot of people were asking on Facebook if this is common. No, it's not. This is not something that you can expect to happen. You should not expect for your titanium bridge to become fractured in 2 locations. It's just not the norm. And I want to get back there and ask questions from Dr. Golpa and get answers from him, since he's the one that did it, so I can have a better understanding as to what may have happened, what may have went wrong and caused this. I don't want to speculate because I'm not an expert. Like, I don't know what happened, so I need to get answers from them, and when I get those answers, I will make sure I pass along to you all, because I know that you're really concerned, especially those of you who have appointments coming up to get this done, or who are looking at this as an option in the future. The implants look great. Let me just clear that up right now. The dentist said that the implants themselves look fantastic. It has nothing to do with that. It's just the bridge. So I will keep you posted, and you guys keep me in your thoughts. So y'all take care.